Hello, welcome back. So let us continue the explosion for the data. So let us bring back the rattles. You may click the icon here. So the rattles icon is looks like this one. So you just click. So your rattle will be back. We have to do some distribution for variables, right? So you also can do some visualization for your data. So let us uncheck the pairs and we click the Boxplot. Later I will show you, tell you what is the Boxplot mean. So for the R is a very good tool for your data visualization. 图形的视觉化. It's easier for you to have some visualization to know, to familiar with your data. Since lots of numbers is hard to read, hard to find out something. So when you look at the diagram, we just talk about the pairs. So you may see the distribution for each species, right? So for here, you may see here, the Sentosa is always in this group. And what about green one and the blue one? Versicolor and Virginica. So there are three groups, right? So here, especially for Sentosa, it stands alone with the two species. So it always in an isolated group. So later you will see it's easy to distinguish the Sentosa with the other two. Okay, so it's the function, it's the purpose for visualization. Okay, so let's go back to Rattle. So right now I would like to introduce the Boxplot for each variables. Okay, when you are done for your tab, for now you have to execute. Okay, so here you will find out another diagram in RStudio, especially for plot, this one. Okay, so we just to zoom in. So what is the Boxplot? In Chinese we call 和虚图 because it looks like a box, right? And it has some bears. 虚. Okay, so you may see here for the Boxplot for each variable. So this one is the Boxplot for sepal length. This diagram is the Boxplot for sepal width. This Boxplot is for the Boxplot for petal width, petal length and petal width. So how to read the information in the Boxplot? So for the left hand side, for the gray color, so for this one is for all variables, all observation, which is 150 observations for their sepal length for this break in the middle break, so is the mean, the average for sepal length. So from here you may see the average sepal length is maybe 5.5, maybe it's 5.7 here. The average for 150 iris, especially for sepal length. What about for the sepal wise? Sepal wise is, you can go this way, 3, okay? For the petal length, it's 4.2. Petal wise is 1.7 or 1.6. And also you can see individual species for Sentosa, versicolor, and virginica. So you may see here the average for the sepal length. The Sentosa is almost the small one, is 5. For versicolor is 5.7. Virginica, it comes to 6.5 here, 6.5. So this diagram we call Boxplot. Okay, so what else for the visualization? So we unclick the Boxplot and we can click the histogram. What does histogram mean? Histogram means 直方图. It calculates the count for each variable. Okay, so just to re-execution the function again. So you will see the third diagram for today. So run int. So you may see a distribution for sepal length group by species. So it especially is the diagram for histogram is the count. So here is the density for each one. So you may see the distribution for the Sentosa, distribution for versicolor, distribution for virginica. Is it clear? So right now we have 3 diagrams. It's easier for you guys to have some visualization using by Rattle GUI environment. So is it clear? So you may try the rest of the functions. So you will get different diagram. So I don't have to describe more, so you have to practice by yourself. Okay, so what else? For the category, you may see the mosaic. Let us see. What is the mosaic? The count. So for each species, it's all 50, 50, 50. Okay, so for the data explore, so let us go to the third function we call correlation. We have talked about the distribution for the correlation, right? So you may have a correlations skewed, right? Okay, so you see here is the correlation for each variables. Here, sepal length or sepal wise with sepal wise, because it's referred to itself, it should be 1. It doesn't mean anything. So what about for the species sepal wise and petal wise? They are negative, all negative. So here are positive. It's almost 1, right? So petal wise and petal length, they are positive correlation, and their correlation is 0.96. It's very high because it's close to 1. So don't forget the correlation is between -1 to 1. Okay, so it's clear to have some correlation. Here is ordered by from the small one to the big one. If you don't want to use the order, you can uncheck the order and re-execute it again. It will order by the variable name, the variable order in the data set. Feature is sepal length, sepal wise, petal length, and the petal wise. Okay, so till now it's very convenient to use the Rattle GUI for some visualization. Oh yes, I don't forget to explain this correlation diagram for iris. Okay, so run int. So in this diagram, you will see a diagram for the correlation. For the blue one, the dark blue is close to 1. If it is light, if the correlation is 0, the color is almost white. When it's close to the negative, the maxima for the negative correlation, it will become the dark red. So you may see here. And what is the circle? The circle means the bigger, the more the circle, the bigger circle, it means the bigger correlation value. Okay, so it's clear. So it's easy for us to see some relationship between your variables. Okay, it's your turn to explore the distribution function, pairs, Boxplot, histogram, and also come with the correlation. Okay, it's your turn.